Hey Sagittarius, what is up? How are you doing? It's me, Archer, and it's time to do your kind of everything check-in for the week ahead. Pulling on you and the everyone's on your mind that even though I'm pulling on the current energies at the time of recording this live, they're timeless reading. So whenever it found its way into your phone's algorithm and or your laptop, your phone, computer, whatever, and you decided to click on it and come and hang out with us for a little bit is exactly when you're supposed to. They're divinely guided messages meant to find you when they find you. All right, and hi, welcome. Even if you're new here, consider subscribing, being part of the fam. All right, every message, whatever comes out, I'm going to convey it across to you, and no fears though, good, bad, or indifferent. When you are with me, you are ultimately and definitely protected. I'm your rocks, I'm your crystals. I got you covered, I got your back. All right, so whatever comes out, I'll convey the message across to you. I'm still going to use the biblical shadow deck. All right, I've been digging this. This lets me go a little deeper than just intuition and tap into your soul's actual blueprint. And actually get to see your pathway and everything. This is deep. So I'm going to use that and the Crayola deck's doing the clarifiers. All right. So let's go for it. Because as you know, Sagittarius, I am the Sag Whisperer. That's why I'm Archer. All right. I'm on your side. I'm on your team. All right. I'm here for you. All right. I've been affectionately nicknamed that for many years now. So let's tap in and tune in and see what we got for Sagittarius. All right, God, give me everything you got for Sagittarius. What's up for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Okay, 2 shuffles. Let's go. Ready? Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful, sassy Sagittarius. The only sign worthy of 5 syllables. Here we go. Ooh, overall energy is the devil. This tells me that in the week ahead, you've got something you're working hard on to proceed through with the 4 of Wands. The twin flame energy is taunting you like a devil on your shoulder with the Magician card. I see a green flag in the twin flame journey regarding a decision that you've been working on to part the Red Sea of red flags like Moses to go forward out of this. With the Hierophant, ooh, some knowledge comes your way too in the 3 of Wands, the call of Abraham. So you go into this week in an energy, I'm feeling that like you're really tired. Straight up, like burnt out or exhausted, but feeling like you got to keep up a good fight type of a thing. Like you still got to be there for everybody, no matter how tired you are, no matter what's going on. And maybe you're just looking for a little Sag time. I see that you go into the week ahead stressed out in the devil energy, maybe even anxious or frustrated and feeling a lot of the vibes off the Schumann scale. And we have had energetic blackouts on the Schumann scale. It's been kind of some freaky vibes right now. And that's the energy the earth puts out, Capricorn energy. All right. You're tapped into it and feeling it, I think. But by the time we get to the end of the week ahead, then the Hierophant, like you find out or figure something out that makes 3 of Wands, answering the call of Abraham, that much easier. I dig it. So rough start, but a nice end to the week ahead. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. Give me 9 cards. Let's start with current conditions. What's up with you? Current conditions of Sagittarius. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. 10 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So even though you feel like nothing has been progressing, the 10 of Swords, it's got you really in your head a little bit on this one. It's kind of like you keep trying to move forward, but yet look at, it's almost like this sheep down here is like grabbing at your coat strings, your pant leg, your dress, whatever, right? And holding you back. You keep trying to move forward, but it's feeling like you're dragging a weight behind you. And it's at the point that you even like you're at the point, you're like, Archer, I know nobody even notices. Don't even bring it up. I've got people depend on me. I've got stuff to do, and I'll be sad later. I don't have time right now. I've got too much stuff going on. But then the 10 of Swords, it plagues you into the evening. And when you wind up just, kind of alone and peaceful and reflecting and thinking, especially during a Mercury retrograde, which is getting ready to end, but you couple that up with a Lionsgate portal, it becomes really hard to go to sleep, right? And before you know it, you've been scrolling on TikTok for 3 hours and you're like, uh-oh, the alarm goes off in 1 hour and I'll just get some more espresso. And then it continues on a repeated cycle that gets you to the point of wondering when it's going to end and when your decision is going to matter. But going forward in the Wheel of Fortune, it's that you're almost being guided in the directions that it's like with everything you've been through, you require more than 1 day to rest. Everybody pushing you and rushing you and now Sag, a world of instant gratification going on around you. Some of you guys might work with the public or in retail of some kind, but it's like a flood of emotions that are incoming all throughout the day that then you carry into the evening, and you're like, when's my time to focus on what I need? I got some stuff in my life going on that I need to take care of, and I never get a chance to focus on it. I've been uprooted. Some of you guys maybe like moved back with family, had to like, some of you guys went full on DB Cooper and like changed locations, or lost a home or a job as a result of everything you've been through. And you've been through so many. You're like, Archer, I am doing the work. I've done the work. I did more work. I did spare credit, extra credit, and more credit. And I'm still stuck. 10 of Swords. Somebody might be changing their hairstyle up. But I'll get some more vibes on this. I'm feeling like it's a lot of wanting to keep up the good fight and rest at the same time, and being stuck at a point of not sure of what to do or which direction to go or what might be best. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, if I'm like, hey, Sag, what's wrong? It might just come out as, Archer, it's a lot. It's complicated. And I'm like, all right, I got a minute or two. Let's talk. All right. So let's start at the beginning. All right. And think young, not date of birth young. Think 4 cells young. Think St. Patrick's Day young. You are a Sagittarius. Subtract 9. Okay. Anyways, let's see from that point going up to current day, past energies, where you come from and what's been going on. Okay, we've got 4 of Pentacles. Ooh. We have the 2 of Wands into the Page of Swords. Interesting, because this person's closed offness seems to be with the Devil combined to it, where you fear something not going forward, and it's become a lot to handle. Hey, Night Drive, what up? You really tried to open your heart up on this one. I almost feel 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and this person would never commit or like fully lock down to you with the 2 of Wands. There was always a reason they weren't ready, or they were I straight up do pull a little bit of like player vibes off of this. Aries energy, Capricorn pretty strong, maybe even Gemini. But it was like, for the one time after everything you had gone through, 4 of Pentacles energy, you made a decision to open your heart up, and you wound up learning a really awful lesson. It hurt, and it got you to the point of not knowing which way to go. And then the 4 of Pentacles, it's telling me that they've been quiet for so long that you're not even sure if they're thinking about you anymore. And you're like, see, Archer, every time I try to open up, this is the way it goes. And I wind up sitting here, Page of Swords, going, what did I do wrong? What was the problem, right? And it's got you to a point that some of you guys might even have decided that, like, maybe I'll just stay single. I'll just stay on my way, But the Page of Swords shows that you guys learned a lot from each other, and they still check you out. It's almost as if whatever their choice was the wrong choice to make. It's really as if they really wish they had locked down when you asked them to. And yet when you were like, look, you couldn't let them keep playing with your heart. And it's as if your decision triggered an awakening in them, right? And it was a lot of work to change the ways through this one, but you do have a habit of changing people when you come into their lives, You always awaken them to their shadow work. 4 of Pentacles, the way this person was closed off, it was like, here's the thing on it. They can't walk away from anybody else either. I feel like this was a big vibe, is that it was like they were still talking about or not over their exes yet. For some of you guys, it got really bad, and they called you the ex's name, and they hit a real hard point. This person had a hard time letting go of stuff, not just the trauma, but the comparisons were the problem. It was like they weren't fully ready into it, right? Or they'd been doing so much single life, 4 of Pentacles, that they didn't know how to stop flirting, right? And make you more of a center of attention, which is what you do when you're in a relationship. These special person's supposed to be the center of your attention. You focus on them. This person didn't, right? But they had no problem focusing on anybody else that passed by. And it's like, whoa, I was ready for something more loyal, more committed than that. Stop lying to me. No, just relax, Sagittarius. It's nothing, no big deal. And you've built a wall of power off of that in the resistance that you built up to it, because bless your heart, you gave them so many opportunities, right? But then you got to the point where you're like, lessons learned. I'm talking to a Sag that has a stutter or a lisp, or you're just very nervous with public speaking or something, because it's like lessons learned, but I'm unsure what the lessons were even all about or why it happened. And I don't even know why they don't talk to me. I don't understand why nothing happened into it. And it was just best to cut bait. But then it leaves you, especially with this Mercury retrograde being one that we're all focusing inward, that You wonder why you let him get away with so much, or why you did open up. Okay, we'll find some details to see what you did to them. And with this Page of Swords and them thinking about you, I think your intuition would be on fire right now. And that you're like, Archer, my dreams have been telling me they want to talk, and I've been thinking about it. I feel like I can feel it happening. I think you'd be right. That Page of Swords, they're making plans to reach out. Okay, so now from this moment forward, let's see what we've got going into the future of the love life. This can even involve new directions if those of you that have chose to close the door on the twin flame cycle, or have been dealing with a karmic twin flame and the contract was fulfilled. All right, let's see which direction this goes. This will apply to all Sagittariuses. All right, any placement as well, not just Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, the Page of Wands, the Nine of Swords into the Eight of Wands. Something getting ready to take action, or something you're already wanting to do, because in the Nine of Swords, this is interesting. I think I'm reading for a pretty big group of single Sagittariuses. It's almost like a singles reading as a result of what you've been through, or a result of your twin flame journey, that you're like, I'm just going Pentacles, and when the love shows up, we'll just figure it out. Because some of you guys have tried dating, or in like Nine of Swords, the dating pool, not so good, whether it's online or not, right? Then Page of Wands, they're still players. They're still Johnny Bravo vibes. You're just at the point where you're like, you know what? I'm just going to, time I'd be hitting that old dusty trail. I haven't even seen the game, The Oregon Trail. Yeah, that's a good memory. Thanks, Sagittarius. You are totally ninth house. Thanks. That's cool, man. I always died of dysentery. I always did. I never made it this far. That was a thanks, Sag. That was cool. Needed. That was cool. Now, the thing on this is, with what you're quietly thinking of that you haven't told a soul about, not even that one bestie that you usually tell everything to, you behind the scenes. Okay, it's just go with me here. All right, this might be a specific or a personal type of a message, but it's kind of like you're at a point that you're like, Archer, I've seen so many tarot readings that continuously tell me they're thinking about me, or they're going to return, or this and that. I'm so tired of clickbait. I'm so tired of the same cycles and the same messages, but then nothing ever happens. It never pans out. I get it. That dude, I had a dream about that the other night. That weird guy I don't know, the weird bearded old guy showed up telling me no more clickbait titles. You don't do that. You just put the date. You set the parameters. You set the specific messages, just like I taught you about setting specific signs. And the right people will find the messages. The people that don't click on it are not ready to click on it. And I'm like, whoa, okay. I didn't question. I work for God. Whatever I'm told to do, I do. And I really feel like that's okay. It's like, but then you're unsure about this new direction of what might lie out there, because some of you guys have tried dating or have tried whatever. I'll get clarifiers. And you're like, Archer, I'm unsure of how to proceed, or I feel guilty for proceeding. And it's kind of like, this is a little bit of like a choose your adventure reading. Okay. So I'm actually, yeah, I got you on this. Knight of Pentacles. All right. So it's kind of like you're like, Archer, I'd like to know how it would play out in this direction. Like, what if I do keep waiting? I know there's no time in tarot. Okay. And then like, or what if I did decide to go forward, Eight of Wands, and just be happy, Page of Wands? But then I try it and there's nothing out there. The Hanged Man. Some of you are straight up tired of waiting. You've been very, very patient and you're tired. Look at you. Look, I mean, even the street entertainers, maybe some of you guys live in an area that like, I'm seeing like a Subway performer, or like I'm seeing those TikToks of those two guys that they do Beatles songs down in the subways. But this is like, look at you in the background and you're just like, oh, I just cannot with this anymore. I'm so tired of signs everywhere. Everybody talking about feathers and coins and weird upside down people and whatever, right? With the Lover's card though, you are actually kind of on the energy of the point. So I can actually let you know what would happen with each timeline, so that you can then use your free will, because you have it too. It's literally in your energy to make the best educated guess possible. Oh my gosh, I love reading for you. This is so ninth house deep. That's a muscle car. I'm a Motor City baby. That means that this is a go. All right, I got you. Let's finish up with your energies on this tiredness so that you can overcome this and see what's best for you, Sag. I'm on your side. We're going to see what, cross watchers, all you guys earmuffs. This is Sag's reading. We're going to give Sag the options straight up. King of Cups. Okay, your self-love. Pisces energy. Queen of Swords into the Six of Swords into the Six of Cups. This clears many years. No wonder you're tired. You've worked so hard to rebuild yourself because you don't want the relationship your family had, your parents or your grandparents. You want to do something you're on your own, your version of the white picket fence in the 2-car garage, right? And with everything that you've gone through, you're like, Archer, I've healed. I've done test after test, lesson. Every time I think I'm ready, it doesn't go anywhere. And the Queen of Swords, 6 of Swords, Libra and Aquarius energy, I'm tired. I feel like I'm always walking on thin ice. Some of you guys might like ice skating or live near like an ice skating rink or something. Maybe even for those of you with kids, something about like hockey, like kids in hockey or something, or maybe you just like hockey. I kind of dig hockey. That's cool. One of my favorite movies is about how the Red Wings got the Russian players. It's cool. Oh my God, it's a good movie. But anyways, random Archer fact. Anyways, this totally right now, the vibes that you're in, you've got like Isaiah 40:28 vibes. Some of you guys might even be born on the 4th or the 28th, maybe even a life path 2, 4, or 8. But even mixed with a little bit of John 4 and 6, maybe you were born on the 4th and the 6th. But it's like you're just tired from keeping up this good fight and just want to rest. Well, everyone around you needs more time for you. But this Wheel of Fortune on the 10 of Swords, there's always time at Jacob's well. Even Jesus got tired from keeping up the good fight and then chose to rest, even though it was in the middle of the day. Some of you guys might nap in your car, like on your lunch break, something like that. Or like maybe you live close enough to work that you actually have the ability to sneak home, hang man, and take a quick nap or something. Dude, nothing wrong with that. Einstein lived on power naps. It was cool vibes. It changes thought processes, though, going on. Some of you guys might even be a night owl. Maybe you work nights or you just don't sleep. You're up at night and then you're surviving on 10 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune energy. Some of you guys can be born on the 10th or the 20th, maybe even the 30th. But you've just spent time adjusting to the New Earth timeline. These Schumann blackouts we were talking about. Hey, man, it's just igniting these changes to get all the changes that in the test and the King of Cups self-love lessons you've been through are getting ready to take effect. You just didn't think your decisions in life would even get you to where you are now because it's not exactly where you thought you'd be. It's like talking heads energy of like, hey, how did I get here? But the thing on this, Mercury retrograde is affecting you rather hardcore. And you are Gemini's opposite sign. And Gemini's dominant rock's the one being affected. And you just got out of Gemini. Jupiter's in Cancer now. It's not in Gemini. Jupiter's your dominant planet. So the thing on this is that even that rest is needed. Some of you guys might need extra on it. You just, the way that you've been feeling out of place in your environment and feeling like imposter syndrome, that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, pretty enough, talented enough, whatever it is, all those insecurities that goes clear back to the way you were picked on back in high school and branded in a certain type of a pigeonholed energy that almost programmed you, you're coming through it in the Page of Wands. You're getting to a point that all this mental turbulence will end soon, and the light is right at the end of the tunnel. All right. But you're actually even having some time reflecting back, 6 of Swords, and like a little bit of hindsight energy in that this is why you feel so anxious and tired. It's like you're questioning some of your decisions too and wondering if that's like what got you to where you are. What I do see here, remember down here how I was telling you that later on in the week ahead from whenever you find this reading, like a little tidbit of something, maybe something posted online or I heard it through the grapevine vibes from an old friend or something tells you that you did make the right choice. In your own way, you get closure on whatever this is that's been holding you back. Sagittarius, Aquarius, Taurus, and Cancer energy. And you'll know you did the right thing. Whatever this major change was that you put yourself through, you'll get some nice spiritual confirmation. Ask for the sign and it'll be granted. You know, hey, God, for what Archer just said, if you mean it, let me see a sparrow, a cardinal, a baseball, I don't know, whatever. All right. And that'll give you the confirmation that you did pass through this. And you'll find out that you made the right thing and that it was the right thing to do. Yeah. And then with that Hierophant, Taurus energy, it lets you clear the mental energy and come out of like, it's like you're a battlefield with the devil here, but you're manifesting your way out of it. And the Ace of Pentacles to start fresh and find your happiness. And with the Chariot on the Sun card, this is telling me that at the end of the week ahead, 10 of Swords, you've made it through the hardest part of the battle. And now you're at the decision with the Two of Cups of, do I stick it out on the soulmate journey? Do I keep waiting for this person, even though the stuff I find, timelines don't fit, clickbait don't work, they never reach out, they never take a chance? What do I do? Or do I go for the soulmate? Two of Cups. So let's find out. All right, because remember, everything that ever has been, will be, or is going to be, it's already played out. Okay, so I can literally, this is what quantum leaping is and timeline jumping and everything is. I could jump, if you wanted, back into a timeline when you guys were back in Egypt, or like on the Native American Indian reserves, because it's all playing out. Everything that happened is happened, will happen. So we're going to quantum leap, whoop, 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 and let's start on, if you choose to wait for this person here, I'm going to call it as I see it. I'm going to keep it straight with you because I'm here for you, okay? I already told all the cross watchers earmuffs. Those of you that un-earmuffed, re-earmuff. Anyway, I got your back, Sag. It's cool. All right. Yeah, everybody avoid Sag. They're awful. It's fine. All right, that'll keep them quiet for a sec. This is just for you. Now, should you decide to wait, how does this play out? All right, let's dig in. This has got some Virgo and Gemini energy on it. Libra's here. Aries and Capricorn too. All right, money seems to be a factor. There could have even been documents or contracts involved, but the player vibes, like somebody might be a bartender or work at a bar, or even they owned a bar, something to that effect. Six of Pentacles, see, Five of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Comfort, whoa, that just pinged me. That was a 9-volt to the tongue. That's that Four of Wands that we saw right here. It is the twin. So we are deciding twin flame or soulmate journey. You're at the point where the other readers are like, okay, you chose the other way. Okay, anyways, so cool. We're still in the current life, the current timeline, where you're waiting for the twin. You're waiting for this person, right? Okay, got you. Three of Wands. So what I feel like off of this is with the Moon card, what it is the decision and the route they went, which I really feel like this is someone that chose a vice over you with the Devil card. Either it was, I don't really go straight to, well, yeah, some guys it was drinking. I already just heard Archer just call it like it was. They were drunk, and then they drunk, and they flirted, and then they did this, and then they did that. And I just, like, they promised me things would be so Six of Pentacles, and they didn't pentacle up, and it was the Five of Pentacles. And I'm like, I trusted you. And that's why I went Four of Pentacles. And I made a Two of Wands decision to see my way out to protect my heart because I couldn't keep taking it. And it was the one time I opened up, right? Now, the decision that they made following the textbook of this twin flame journey, what's happening at this moment as we go through this is they're receiving their energy back, and that the decision they made, even if it was just to stay single and not commit, right? They are now reaping the rewards of that tenfold, in that I'm being told straight up, they might have tried to get involved with someone else and got played. But I'm feeling that more it was that they wouldn't commit, which means to this, what I'm seeing, yeah, that only resonates for like 3% of you guys, especially, yeah, just straight up. It's very specific. Because to me, what it feels like more on the collective scale was the fear of commitment. And now it's like the energy when you grow up or you finish college and you go through a Saturn return. All their buddies are getting into relationships. Even for my male Saggies, all their girls, like they might be going to weddings and like, oh, wow, I'm the fifth wheel now and I don't want to sleep alone anymore. Oh, geez, I messed up. That's what I'm feeling. It's a very few of you that they actually chose to go and be with someone else. And even if you've heard it through the grapevine, you've got people that are kind of stirring the pot a little bit more so than it is, okay? By the time the message or the rumor gets to you, this is why I don't gossip. I don't like gossip. And that's just me personally. I don't care if you do it. No big deal. But the thing is, it's slowly coming back to haunt them a little bit, right? The stuff they were talking about behind the scenes became the stuff that kind of bit them in the backside, all right? But this is where you're closing down. It's like they could walk away from anybody else in this player energy. However, you're the one they can't walk away from. Four of Pentacles on the Four of Wands. The fours seem to be really stalking you in the week ahead. So if you've already been seeing the fours, I'm totally connected in. Or again, life path 4, literally a 4 anywhere in your birthday, month, day, or year at this point. I don't care. Four of Wands. But it's following a textbook twin flame journey that they go through the awakening and receive the equal amount of karma they give to you in order to respect what you originally brought to them. Now, in the Emperor energy, this has been going on for the hardest point from Aries energy, or you're dealing with one. Some of you guys might even be in Aries moon, okay? But this major arcana shift leads right into the Ten of Cups, that they realize that they let someone really get away, And it's kind of the death of an ego, the death of a player vibe, that phase, okay? And remember, for my female Saggies, men go through, the Saturn return it's a change in the brain, a maturing and change of the brain. Men go through it a little bit later. A girl can be done with this by 30, 31 years old, right? A guy might take 33 to 34 years or 44 years. And I'm really feeling somebody here might be in early-ish 40s, or there's an age difference, but it could be a drastic one. I don't know. No, not that drastic, but no, whatever, age difference. Okay, no time in tarot. So anyways, but it's a leveling up vibe that, to be full on disclosure, this could take until Pisces season to resolve itself. It might be the Valentine's Day makeup. I'm sorry, all the stuff being pumped into their phone and their television. Okay, but the thing is, communication starts within about 4 weeks from whenever you find this, and it grows to it. Okay, so it is still written for you guys to be together after these lessons have been learned, which they are learning. Okay, so I do see forward momentum and changes with the Three of Wands for you. Oh, that's the whole thing. Okay, in this energy here in the current life you're in the week ahead, you get that little tidbit to know you were right, made the right choice about something that leads to, over the course of the next 4 weeks, that's where you guys start mending the fence communication and start fixing things. And then it's like, oh, they do still like me, or they do still this, or they are single, or they've done the work, or they've changed. Somehow you hear it through the grapevine that gives you the clearance that leads to the communication, that leads to the reunion. That by Pisces season. Oh, okay. By Pisces season going forward, from whenever you find this, that's when I could see you do. Okay, totally. Somebody here really loves their scented candles. I literally can smell the scent of cinnamon. That's kind of, ooh, that's nice. Dig it. Could be dealing with an Aries. There is strong Aries and Pisces energy here. Capricorn and Taurus is here. And I just got to call it as I see it on this one. All right, I'm trying to give you the most realistic timeline possible, and at least that way you know what you're working with, okay? So now, that Aries energy is really strong, but Gemini is really strong too. A lot of Aries, Leo, and Gemini. That's a weird combo. Interesting. But then you got Pisces and Libra. Capricorn big time. And somebody's born on the 25th. That number is weird. That just popped out, but it's there. 25th, 24th, 14th, 1st, the 9th, the 19th, the 29th. The 4s are really following you guys. 444 in that seems to be like really around. Some of you guys keep waking up at 4:44 a.m. I literally see a Sag that's like, why am I up? Please stop. Please stop dreaming about me, past people. I would need to sleep. And you know what they say when you can't sleep? You're in somebody else's dreams. Oh, this is twin flame. You guys got the whole telepathic connection. You do see each other and speak to each other in your dreams. Oh, my word. Interesting. Okay, let's keep rolling. 2 of Pentacles. All right, real quick, shout out, word from our sponsors, and then we'll see going forward if you go in the other direction, all right? If you would like to book a personal private reading with me, all you have to do now, it's all automated. Just scan this QR code down below, and the link is also pinned in my bio, and down in the pinned comment, it'll take you right to the booking site, the top of the link tree. It'll let you pick the date automatically, the time out of what's available. Pick if you want a Zoom one-on-one reading with me where it's like you're digitally here at the table, and then I record it so you get a copy afterwards, or if you just want to do the private YouTube videos, okay? And then after you pick and reserve your appointment, then I reach out, send you the link to your Zoom reading, or reach out for your questions and details. So whatever you pick, though, I do look forward to reading for you and helping in any way possible. And consider subscribing, being part of the fam. I go live every Mondays with an all signs, most recent one's available in the comment, and as well as each individual sign reading live too. Plus there's pick a card readings and base covers and original songs, interviews, and more. All right, so all the details are in the link tree. That's where all the safe to click links are, all right? Again, just scan the QR code, okay? Or use the pinned comment or the links pinned in my bio, all right? And don't forget, this coming Sunday, it's only a few days away, I am going live with Frankie's Tarot, all right? So make sure you're subscribed to her too, plus here, all right? Because we are longtime family friends, and we have not gotten to read cards together in forever, let alone on camera in forever, all right? She's the reason you guys all got to thank for seeing my face here. She's the one that got me to go and show my face on camera. But we're going to get together and check on the energies for you and the one on your mind for the end of retrograde, the end of Lionsgate, and it's going to be an awesome time this Sunday, August 10th. All right, so subscribe to both, okay? Frankie's Tarot, 2 words, easy peasy, but it's also pinned in the link and everything too. And we'll see you on Sunday. It's going to be really fun, all right? Okay, Thank you for letting me shout myself out too. I know you're going through a lot of stuff, so to give me a minute to do that really means the world to me. So thank you. Okay, let's get back into your reading. Let's do it. Okay, Page of Wands, Nine of Swords, Eight of Wands. Now, what we've got here is we've jumped the timeline, quantum leap style, where we've taken you in a timeline where you have already made the decision to disconnect from this, right? The Four of Wands, the twin flame journey, and go towards your soulmate. So you've already free will made that decision, and I'm going to tell you, Temperance card, how to do it. All right? Now, in this energy, what I see coming into it is that this is interesting, because here's what's going on, is there is somebody from your past that you have been thinking about that you have not, it never got off the ground. It wasn't a bad relationship because it never really was. It might have at most made it to friendship or situationship because it was weird. There was just something that was just like, there was a connection, or there was something there because they were a bit of a soulmate that came across almost like they were a twin flame or a karmic twin, but in reality, it was unawoke soulmate vibes, and it was a little bit of right person, wrong time. You guys haven't spoken in a while. And this isn't one of those ones that was just like, oh, real bad, real epic and everything like that. This one here had the energy of marriage coming in, okay? And so if you went this route, what I see happening here is you'll be getting a communication through, now I don't think they might even have your contact info. This has been a while. So this might be through digital, like where you get a Facebook message or a DM, or you're contemplating sending one. Because in this King of Swords shows both of you guys have been thinking about each other lately. Like one of your dreams was a weird one about them, and you're like, whoa. And they're really they look a lot like this person, but they're not, right? Five of Wands tells me this could have been somebody that was in like one of the friend zones, right? Okay. But now, see how this King of Swords actually has two judges on it? That tells me you both have been thinking about each other telepathically in a little bit of like, why didn't that work out? Well, I mean, I don't think you guys were totally ready. Maybe they came on a little bit strong, or it's just something that never got anywhere because like, maybe the age difference or a difference in upbringing, or a little bit of them like trying to Eight of Wands, moving along faster, and you got kind of uncomfortable, or they did. But somebody's interested in this one, okay? Now, going this route with the Three of Cups, you would notice that for those of you this is happening, that some of your prayers get answered faster, or your manifestations start happening, and slowly things start just working out where you become more protected. Somehow you get ready and you've got 5 extra minutes in the day all of a sudden, or you find spare change. You wish to manifest a message from this person, right? And it comes in sooner and faster. You're like, whoa, I waited like 4 years to whatever, 4 months to get this person, never manifested a text once, nothing. I watched so many videos and TikToks, Archer, it was stupid. And then nothing. This here, 5 minutes goes by, ding, phone goes off. I don't understand. What? It's not a too good to be true. It's a divine protected connection that really is happening. With the Three of Cups, this is the one you can take your friends home to and celebrate that it's not too good to be true. You've successfully disconnected from the Four of Wands, the journey that provides the blockages. And choosing to go this route, God's like, it's handing the gobstopper back by handing the twin flame energy back. And God's like, I knew you could do it, Charlie. Here's your glass elevator. And all of a sudden, stuff starts working out. You get transferred. You get a new job. The money gets better. The neighborhood's kind of cool. The vehicles stop. Like new car, something, company, whatever. And you're like, this is all happening really freaky deaky fast, Archer, and I don't understand it. But in the Three of Cups, it's actually, yeah, it's putting away the energies of the past and walking away from it. Should you free will choose this way? All right. So either way is destined in the stars. And here's the thing. Remember, you have free will. Do not do this just because I tell you to. Nobody can tell you. Nobody tells Sagittarius what to do. You got free will too. Here's how you know when you're ready to disconnect from the twin flame journey. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Told you. This is why I love tarot. All right. Wheel of Fortune. Your free will exercised on Justice card to the Nine of Pentacles with the Sun card to head towards the happiness. I can't tell you to do this. Only you will know when it's time. Okay. It's that moment that first you're going to cry. You're not going to tell a soul about this. This is at home, alone, at night. I don't care if you're playing staring at the ceiling on repeat or in dead silence. You're going to cry. You're going to get mad. You're going to yell at your phone. As you go through and you delete all the photos. I know, Sag, as you delete all the photos, all the screen caps, all the contact, And the final thing you do after a good 4 hours of crying and selecting and deleting and that, you block the contact and you delete the contact out of your phone. It's not the energy that you can ever tell anybody, I'm going home and going to do this tonight. This is when you get to the point that you keep it to yourself and you tell no one. And you have that moment, right, where you play Alanis Morissette until you puke and you cry and you get mad. The next morning you wake up and all of a sudden stuff starts just going crazy. It starts happening. The text message comes, the communication, let's meet up, let's do this. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is all, whoa, how did that happen? It's because you made the choice to do it. And it's the toughest choice in the world to make. Ask a fellow Sag who's already made the choice. But the rewards for it, for that risk, is epic. And with this Sun card, no one can tell you when you're ready to do it. And God wants you to know, it's not a matter of when you find your happiness, right? Or if, it's when. You go this route, choose your adventure. It happens almost instant gratification, and you will be shocked. Those who are already doing this are shocked, right? If you go this way, it still happens. It just takes longer. So it's not if you're going to be happy, it's just when would you like to be. And whenever you choose to, this plan is already in your energetical blueprint, ready to go. Page of Swords, there is no wrong time to press the go button and make it happen. Whenever you're ready, God's got the plan hanging out, and you are allowed to heal and process whichever direction you choose to go in your own time. And you'll change your mind 5 bajillion times, and it'll be okay. Every little thing in the end will be okay. You still wind up happy. Sag, this was like your deepest reading. I so wish I could still do titles. But nope, God told me no. Oh, maybe that's who the... Anyways, Dream Man told me no. Anyways, Sag, claim this thing. This helps so much come to clarity for you. I do hope it helped, okay? And remember, take what resonates and wish well for those that the rest of it does, and just manifest and make it happen. All right? Leave a comment down below to claim it. And if you would like to keep your journey private, just pop an emoji. God knows what you're thinking. All right. And even if you don't want to do the like thing, it would mean the world if you did, but a comment means the world to me. Okay. And the subscription means the most. Doesn't cost a thing. Just subscribe, set the bell to all, and come and hang out and be a part of the fam. And remember, this will resonate to any placement of Sagittarius in your chart too, because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. All the parts of your charts are why you're the only sign worthy of 5 syllables. So mic dropped, Archer out. I'm done. So until, oh wow, this was long. I'm sorry, Sag. Until next time.